Yo, what's up everybody? This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. So in this video, I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I prep when I go overseas. So that's why I titled it my overseas bug out bag or my overseas bug out gear. So I'm in the hotel room right now in Vietnam, so you're gonna hear some background noise. 4-year-olds listening to some cartoons, sorry about that. You know, I can control most things, but 4-year-olds, you know, I can't really get a handle on them. But anyway, I was just going to show you some of the stuff that you might not even know that you can even bring in your bags when you travel overseas. Now, I'm sure it depends on the country as to what all you can bring, but hey, for years, literally for years, I've been bringing some of the same gear to Vietnam without any issues. So let me start by showing you some of this stuff. Of course, flashlights are one of them, but normally I'll bring like one of my gear bags with my belt. And of course you can't have any ammunition or any type of firearm stuff, but my belt, one of my rigger's belts actually allows me to carry lots of stuff that otherwise I'd have to keep in my hands. So and then some of these pouches don't belong to things that go in there, like this is like for your water container. I actually also carry a portable fire extinguisher when I use this for fire watch duty. I've got some nice little multi-tool stuff going on in here. Additional flashlights are one of the biggest things I tell people. Try to have some good lighting, especially on the plane. A little light like this, you know, lights go out on the plane or you go down in the water and you got something on you, it could actually benefit you greatly having some lighting. I can't say that enough. Have plenty of lighting. I'm able to bring one of my knives, one of my blades, and that's affixed to my belt. Now this is on the luggage that goes under the plane. This is not something you're carrying on the plane. I'm just letting you know. So don't do something stupid and then say, well, Major did it and he had it on his bag and he got on the plane. No, I didn't. It's packed in your bag that's going to go under the plane. Okay. So small knife. I've got my this is my detachable first aid kit, and it detaches from the belt for easy access. There again, would I need this stuff? I don't know. It's best to have stuff just in case. But in here I've got, you know, all kinds of medical devices. I've got tourniquets. I've got bandages. We've got, what else I got in here? I got some masks. I got a, we literally have all kinds of stuff in here. Even I still got some Narcan. Somebody ODs on some synthetic drugs, Narcan. And I've got some scissors, medical scissors. I've got bandages, gauze, gloves, all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, so that's one of the things I always definitely gotta have. And I keep 2 medical bags. The other one's a little bigger, so this one I'll grab it and throw it in one of my small carry bags, you know, if I need it, because it detaches. My other first aid kit is a little bit bigger. Handles and carries, it holds a lot more gear. And this is the stuff that if you got into a serious emergency and you needed to stop some bleeding, I've got stop bleed in here. I've got Q-tips, tweezers. I got all kinds of cool other kinds of knives and cutting instruments, medical scissors, medical shears, cutting clothes open, tourniquet. These, you know, are vital. You gotta have a good tourniquet system. Got some Neosporin. There's an assortment of stuff in here. Like I said, stop bleed. I've got all kinds of stuff in here, and there's additional pockets here. So that's my second. This is my big medical kit that I take with me when I travel. That way, if somebody, even a small scratch, scrape in a disaster situation, can be lights out later. All it takes is for some little cut to get infected, get some gangrene, and be off to the races, you know, when it's not necessary. So I thought I'd show you these. Some of the other stuff I keep, I'll bring a good pocket knife with me, of course, like I said. This is in a bag that goes under the plane, okay, not on the plane. This stuff goes with my gear. I've got my credentials I keep with me. Gerber knife, a light Gerber. It's got the serrated edges here. I use this thing for a lot of stuff, cutting different things. So you always got to have a good pocket knife. Thank you. I keep my, one of the things I keep with me all the time, and people want to talk about, oh, Major's got a purse on or something. Man, forget y'all. This is my 511 go bag. You know, I got multiple pockets. When I'm in the States, I carry this with me everywhere. I can get in here and get my stuff and be ready to rock. But for this instance, we got, you know, instead of munitions and other things, we got passports and visas stuck in here. We got, you know, some money stuff in there for emergencies. All our get out of jail documents are in here. One of the things that I keep with me are my credentials from my Firewatch company and my FEMA certification. Now, a lot of people will bag on FEMA, that's the government, they will kill you and all. Okay, but I did some certifications through them, and I got my credentials as a emergency responder. Okay, so this is a get out of jail card for a lot of instances, okay, as a volunteer. Also keep my ID for my fire safety company with me. These are invaluable. I already used it here in Vietnam. So these are some of the things that give me access to movement, whereas other people might get turned around. One of my badges that I keep is my U.S. Fire Agency badge. I keep my credentials with me all over. I mean, they're invaluable. So once you get some good credentials, travel with that stuff. One of the other ones that I keep, and this is one that I've had from years and years ago because I was a police tactics instructor. It was an association called the Police Tactics Instructors Association of America. So my credential, my badge for that, I earned this badge. I'm not a police officer, but it's Police Tactics Instructors of America certification. And there's my old ID card for that. It shows I'm an instructor through that association. But when you're overseas, I'm flashing my badge if I need to. You dig? So that's how that works. So I keep backup credentials, and I keep certain things handy so that I always have a way to keep keep things moving. Just a quick side note, coming into Vietnam, there was a huge, massive lines to get in, okay, in the airport. So after you do all that traveling, you're tired, 20 hours in the air, whatever, you get over here, there's always all these huge lines you gotta wait in. So there was one security guy, Vietnamese, running around, and I saw him letting some people go through a line. They showed some diplomatic paperwork, I guess. So I said, well, shoot, let me pull my credentials out. So I showed him mine, and he did this, and then he came back, grabbed us, took us through the diplomatic line, where there's like 2 people waiting there. We were in Vietnam. End of story. So it doesn't mean that it'll always work, but in that instance, it did. So I would assume in an emergency situation, it may have a little weight. So if you got some credentials, great. If you don't, I'll get some. You can go to my website, www.safetycomplianceagency.com, and you can take my online Firewatch agent safety training course, right? Get your certificate, download it after you complete the test. Now you're a certified Firewatch agent. Make you some credentials just like mine, and bam, there you go. You're certified. You'll be certified to have a credential that says you're a Firewatch agent. That's how you do that. So anyway, let me go on with some other things that I keep handy just in case. Excuse me. Like I told you, lighting is very important. So I'll keep a couple of different lights. You saw my small LED flashlight. Then I've got my lifesaver. I mean, this is like 1,000 LED. I mean, this is a bright, very bright light. It's got the strobe. Hope you don't have epilepsy. My camera just went into shock. See how bright the screen is. Actually, this is the light I need to, lighten it up over here. So I got better lighting on this camera. But anyway, this is one type of light that you can have. I'll keep a headlight. So I have my cap on, so I can go hands-free, right? Rechargeable LED. Okay, It's got some features too where I can brighten it, adjust the lighting, do this, do that, and if you hold it long enough, I think it'll strobe. So it's got this emergency strobe feature in case you need some help. All right, so that's another cool feature. And another gadget that I keep handy with me all the time. So this one I found at Wally World before I left. It's a visor light. This is a pretty dope light. It's pretty bright too. So you turn it on, hold it, bam. You got this super bright LED light, this little bitty light, and you can adjust it to do different things. And I think if you hold it, let's see, if you hold it, should have a strobe feature on it as well, if I can find it. Matter of fact, I thought it had a red strobe. If I can get it to work, we can make something happen here. Let me see. There, and then hold it. But this little thing is rechargeable, and basically all you're doing. I was trying to get this other feature to work. I thought I had a red strobe in here. I could be dreaming about another light I wanted, but basically I got my 511 hat, right? And then anytime I want to go hands-free, then I'm just stick that on my visor, right? And now I'm hands-free with my cool LED, my super bright LED, to be honest. This thing is really bright. Like, let me see. Maybe if I turn off the light, you can see it better. See how it lights the whole room up? But anyway, that's that light. Let's turn that off, save that battery. And it uses a USB charging system. You can just charge it right back up. So two of my lights are rechargeables. One has lithiums. I don't like the lithiums anymore. I like the rechargeable. So I'm gonna try to find a replacement for this one, a rechargeable. That way, you know, you don't have to buy those expensive batteries. Case. That way you can filter some water if you need to. Y'all can look up Life Straw. These are always good to have in your go bag essentials. I also have a Sawyer filter and bottle system. The bottle's in the bag over there. I'm sorry I didn't bring it. But you got another, and I can use this even without the bag and still filter water. So it's cool to have a couple of different devices. This is one of my favorite all the time keep in my bag tools. This right here is a bee and sting kit. Works for mosquitoes. So when I'm over here in Vietnam, you get stung, you get bit, I use it. We use it all the time. I have 4 or 5 or 6 of these laying around everywhere. My wife's got one in her bag. I keep one in my bag. And in this kit, you got like a little couple Band-Aids. You've got a razor blade in case you're a real hairy person. You need to shave the hair first before you do the suction. And you got all these different size suction cups. Big one all the way down to the little bitty ones. And we use these things like religiously. I'm not joking. Anytime I get a bite, it's getting sucked. Now, haven't used it for a snake, but from reading the information, this is called the extractor. You can get them at Walmart. I'm not trying to promote Walmart, but that's where I buy them at. Any kind of sting, you can suck the poison out. So you suck the poison out, right? And literally within a few minutes, there's no itching, there's no stinging, there's no nothing. It just sucks it all back out your blood from the hole it went in. So get you a bite and sting kit. This thing is invaluable. And if you happen to come across a snaky and you get hit, at least you got a way to fight it off. You might not be able to suck 100% of the poison out, but if you get 95%, that's a pretty good day. That's a pretty good day. I might have to say that. All right, now these we purchased in Vietnam. You can get this kind of stuff anywhere. But get you some like nutrition packs. These are like powdered cereal nutrition, so you just add some water to it and drink it. Highly nutritious. We got a whole box of them. And so when I get in a region, I'll go find some portable food stuff like this. Literally, you pour it in, put some water in it, drink it, you just ate. Okay, this is the kind of stuff you need to have with you if a situation played out and you had extended outages of electricity or water shortage or whatever, you know, whatever can happen, you know, a bad storm come through, knock the lights out for 10 days, everybody's hungry, everybody's thirsty, whatever, at least you got something that you can, put down the hatch and get some nutrition out of without having to go looking for stuff, getting into dangerous positions because you're looking for food, for your family or whatever. So go ahead and have some stuff like that. You ain't gonna be able to bring no MREs and all that stuff with you, not necessarily too much weight to carry around, but you get a whole box of these. It comes with like 60 in a box for maybe $10, and it's like I said, it's a nutrition packet, and it's like almost kind of like oatmeal with a little nut in there, but it doesn't thicken up like oatmeal. It's like a shake, and if you can see the name, that's the one we got for here. But you can find this at any store, anywhere. Some kind of brand, some kind of company sells this kind of stuff. What else we got? Oh, moolah. Okay, if the dollar's still working in your overseas, if it's still good, if it still got some value, have you a bunch of onesies. Okay, always pack ones, because you do not want to have stacks of hundreds and then you need to buy something for $5 but nobody's got any change. That's not the position you want to be in. So stack you plenty of onesies. That way you can peel off whatever you need, even if they owe you 50 cents, big deal. But I'd rather you owe me 50 cents instead of $50 I can't get back. So that's always good to have a bunch of ones in any country's denomination. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? Oh, some good shoes. Get you some durable shoes. You got shoes for walking, running, and mountain climbing all in one. These are Asics. I got them on sale, $69 or something somewhere. These shoes are so comfortable, I might say. I'm not trying to plug them, but these really work really well for my feet. So get you a good pair of shoes that can do a little bit of everything. You don't want just running shoes, real bright colors. Not necessarily because you don't want to be spotted from far away, but then it doesn't hurt to have a couple of bright colors in case you get trapped somewhere and somebody can see that orange and spot you in the debris and help you, get out of a situation too. So kind of got to do a little mix is what I did. That's why I like this shoe. But anyway, that's enough for this quick video. I hope it helps you. Check with, get on Google and check with whatever country you're trying to go to. Make sure, there's nothing saying you can't do this or do that. But like I said, most of the time you put that stuff in your luggage, it's going to go on the plane. I had an issue one time because I had a machete, and they said, no, can't have that one in here. We got to keep that. I think he just wanted my knife and he got it. So, but all the rest of my gear, I've never had any problems. I thought I was going to be in the jungle that time, like, going through like Bear Grylls and having to chop stuff. So I was like, let me take my machete. Let me see if they'll let me get it in there. On that day, it didn't happen. They kept it, but it was a Walmart $20 piece, so it wasn't like $150. And that's another thing. Don't take the stuff overseas that's your most prized, expensive stuff. Don't take no $500 knife, because if they keep it, even if it's in your luggage, they check radar on your luggage that goes on the plane too. They'll scan it, so they'll know if you got other stuff in there. My credentials do help me take that stuff, because I remember the one guy that got the machete, do you have something to show me, because the reason you have all this stuff? So when I showed him my Police Tactics Instructors Association badge, okay, he went and got his supervisor and showed him, and then that's how they were able to let me take everything through. I haven't had any issues since then, but can't say that's gonna be 100% of the time. But on this trip, here I am again, got my gear, it's with me, and I didn't have any problems. So there again, at your own risk, do this stuff. But I'd rather attempt to have some preps than not have anything and just have to scrounge around for. At least I got some stuff you can get started with. I got the essentials that allow me to navigate some terrain if I need to, with a little bit more help than I would if I was just barehanded. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I hope that this video helps you if you're going to be traveling soon. If it doesn't, maybe it's just entertaining. I don't know. But y'all know how to get down. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Keep working out, keep getting strong, keep staying strong, get your health up. That's the name of the game right there. Keep your health up, because anything they throw at you stress-wise is going to diminish that. So you want to stay on top of your health game, fitness, and stuff like that. Your mental prep, like I always tell you, is the most important. Trying to be more mentally prepped than physically prepped, but you want a good balance. So try to keep all these things moving. Don't stress yourself out. Don't tap out before, they're trying to tap people out. I'm gonna just tell you that that's free. They're trying to tap you out right now, mentally and then physically. They ain't got to use no ammunition for that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to expend any resources other than keep marketing the doom and gloom to you at such a fast pace rate that people just start leaving the reservation mentally, and then physically the rest follows along and follows suit. So if your mind is sick, your body will be sick too. So that's probably the most important thing I could tell you right now is, stay strong mentally. Whatever form of stay strong mentally you need to use, religion, you need to use meditation, you need to use counting sheep, I don't care what it is. Whatever keeps your clock ticking, that's the thing you need to work on, continue to elevate in. Making money, it's not the most important thing, but it's just one of those things that kind of motivates people. Stay on top of your game, in other words, and keep your game tight, as tight as you can. Like a pair of pantyhose, 2 sizes small, tight. That's how tight you need to keep things. Because trust me, don't think because I'm overseas somewhere, oh, Major's good, he's out of harm's way, and nah, man. This stuff they're doing is global. So just because it's okay somewhere doesn't mean overnight it can't be okay. So that's why you still got to be prepared to some degree to make some moves if you have to, at least for one, protect your family, and then two, protect yourself. So that's really it. It's not much else to say. Time will tell what happens exactly, but I would say go live your life, still go have fun, still go spend some money, balance things out, use it while you can. You hold something so tight, you might mess around and squeak when you walk. So I'm not a squeaker, so try to use some resources to get something out of my efforts that I put into getting it while I can too. So balance all this stuff out. One thing I could advise you is don't watch all these videos that they're only talking about doom and gloom, because as you keep memorizing all of this doom and gloom stuff, eventually it got to show up in your life. The thing you pay more attention to, or you pay attention to the most, is the thing that will come to you. So try to balance out and try to make sure that you're not oversaturating yourself with propaganda, oversaturating yourself with fear, with worry. It was already enough going on in life before they started all this stuff. So just know that it's going to be more to come. But, thrive through it if you can. Thrive through it. Change your mindset. Go and walk through the fire with a fire retardant suit on. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind tight. And we have our up days and our down days, but at the end of the day, keep it tight. I hope you like this video. Hit the subscribe button. Check out my new channel at Major Experience TV as well. Subscribe to that channel for me. You'll see some of the stuff I'm doing in Vietnam, places we're visiting. You can see what it looks like in Vietnam, in certain cities and stuff like that. So subscribe to that channel. Hit the likes. Hit all that stuff. Y'all know what to do. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace.